Hello and welcome. I'm Kevin Kaufman, and this is my business partner, Fred Weaver. We're Group 4610, Arizona's premier short sale team. And we're here today not to talk to you about short sales, but to talk to you about other alternatives to foreclosure.
Yeah, we've closed hundreds of short sale transactions at a 90% success rate, and you can find more information here on this website about us. But we're talking today, we've been doing a series about the alternatives to foreclosure. And today's alternative that we're going to talk about is actually what's called a partial claim.
Okay.
And I almost called it a partial payment, but it's actually called a partial claim. Now, what's kind of interesting about this tool called a partial claim is that you don't really hear anybody in the industry talk about it.
I don't think many people know about it, know that it even exists.
You know, in fact, if you called your bank today and asked them what your alternatives to foreclosure are, it's likely when they sent you out their hardship package, this wouldn't even be on there.
Probably not.
Okay? But we're going to explain it to you because it's something that you should know about. You should know that it exists. We're not saying it's readily available, but it exists. And you know, I'm just going to read the definition, not because I don't know what it is, but what happens is that I always end up going off on a big old tangent, Kevin. So a partial claim is simply a loan from your bank, okay, for a second loan to include back payments, costs, and fees, okay? And what I mean by that is that you've got a first mortgage loan and you're not making payments on it. You're in default. And the bank looks at your situation and they determine that it's a short-term situation, and they determine that one of the ways that they'll allow you to pay them back is they'll actually go out and loan you another loan. They'll give you a second loan on the property that's going to have a monthly payment, and that second loan is going to be for the amount of your back payments that you missed.
Okay, now...
Does that make sense?
Yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, it's usually capped at about 12 months.
Correct.
That second loan.
Yeah, we're talking, this is a temporary loan. This is not like a home equity line.
Another 30 years.
Credit, 30 years. No,
okay.
They just go, hey, you owe us $4,000 over the last 3 months. We'll give you a second loan. You're going to have to pay X number of dollars a month, and then if you don't pay it off at the end of 12 months, it's going to balloon or whatever, meaning you owe all of it.
And the good part about that is, if you will, if you can actually get one of those, number one, you have to only have one loan to begin with.
Sure.
But the good part about that is it would pay off your past due balance, if you will, on that first loan.
Correct.
And therefore, all that interest wouldn't be compounding like it would be.
It's actually like a kind of a cool, interesting tool that's out there, but the reality is that it doesn't apply to very many of you because most banks aren't going to loan more money to somebody who's behind on payments. It would really only apply to somebody who had a short-term hardship and they could see that it was short-term and that that's now been corrected. And it's certainly not going to happen, honestly, in a state like Arizona for the most part, where a homeowner is way upside down. They might owe twice as much as their house is worth, or they owe $200 and their house is worth, $120, that kind of situation. Yeah, exactly. They're not going to go giving another loan on the property when they've seen that. So,
but there are some people who could potentially be set up for that. That might.
Yeah, and I mean, I've heard of people that have done this, so I know it exists. I'm just saying that it's not a readily available option. Yeah. But if you want to know more about this option or how it works, or if you just want to talk to us about a short sale or some of your other alternatives, or if you want to get a copy of the 9 alternatives to foreclosure, do us a favor and fill out the form here on our website, and Kevin or I or one of our team members would be happy to get in contact with you shortly.
So fill out the form, and we're looking forward to talking to you soon and seeing what we can do to serve you best. Thanks so much and have a great day.